So now to try and match the 442 brand guide, we need to create our own custom quotation marks. Of course we do. So I'm going to make this with a rectangle. I'm going to pick up my rectangle tool. I'm going to then position my cursor just off the side of the page in here, away from all the rest of the content. And then I'm going to click and hold down the mouse and drag one out in here. And then I'm going to change the height of this to be 11 millimeters. And then change the width to be 5 millimeters, like so. So it's not very big. And then that's the overall height of it. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer, hold down the space bar to pan, grab my selection tool, and then just bring this up a little bit higher in here. So that's, height-wise, that's roughly what it's going to be. And there need to be 2 of these. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key, Alt click and drag, pull this across, and then going to grab this one, hold down the left mouse button and drag and make this about half the size in there. So for width, let's go for 2 millimeters. And then from there, I'm going to click on that object, bring it down to about here, move that across, and then make sure both of those, if I select them, and then left click on one of them. So I've basically taken the selection tool, click and drag across just those 2 shapes. Hover over either one of them and left click it, makes that one the key object, and then go up to the top and choose Align Left Edges. That will make sure there's a lovely clean line at the edge in there. I'll select this one, go to Edit, choose Copy, Edit, paste in place. And then, so the width of this is 2 millimeters. I want to pin the top edge and make the height 2 millimeters as well. Press Return. And then hover my cursor over here, click and drag, and it should snap, like so. So that's the width in here. It's 5 millimeters. That one's 5 millimeters. And all that's good. I mean, that's just the basic shape of what we've got in there. I might actually just choose to pull this up a little bit closer, like so. And that's a little bit closer to the actual style in there. And then with that done, I'm going to click and drag and select all of those rectangles and then go to Window, Object and Layout, Pathfinder. Now this panel will allow you to select multiple shapes and they have to overlap one another. And then you can go to Pathfinder in the Pathfinder panel and click on Add, and it will merge them all together as one new shape, which is really handy. So with that done, I'll click and close that down. Hold down my Alt key, Alt click and drag to create a duplicate. And then I'm going to click and drag and move both of these across here, like so. And the way that they are styled is that I just need to move this across in here to about here. There's a very, very slight gap between these. Click on this one, drag this one across. This one goes level with the edge of the page in here. So I might need to just select the grey box in the background if it will let me. No, I've got it locked in there. Unlock the images layer. With that other pull quote selected, hover over the grey box in the background, shift click on it, let go of the mouse, and then left click on the grey box. That makes that the key object. And then choose to align to right edges and click away. That'll make sure those 2 objects are perfectly level with one another. And with that done, click on that one, hold down the Shift key, Shift and left click on that one, go to Object and choose Group. And then if I zoom out, we get our pull quote drop cap style in there all combined together. So that's a combination of creating basic shapes like a rectangle, merge them together with Pathfinder, and then it's just a case of positioning from there. They might need to just, if I zoom back in, just be moved up a little bit in there so they're level.